Hello, my name is Eric Corral, and I have a question for the children of immigrants, immigrants themselves, and Chicanos or people who are living in the U.S. currently. I would like to say, what's your stand on the ICE deportations and on the immigration and on the immigration process, and what do you think about the Trump administration? I would like to start off with saying that there's a huge problem with the ICE raids, especially with the morality of them and how ethical they really are. I believe that the Trump administration has handled it in a completely unethical way, in a way that's not fair for illegal immigrants and people who are living in this country, maybe illegally, yet they contribute to society and have been members of society. And I'll just start off with an article from CBS that has stated that a lot of people have felt unhappy with how Trump has been handling the ICE raids, and as well as them not expecting as much people to be deported. They didn't expect as much people to be deported. And also, they feel that Trump is focusing more on law-abiding illegal citizens, people that contribute to society, and people that are not criminals. In a study by CBS, there's a survey that said that 52% of people that voted for Trump feel that Trump has deported more people than they thought he would really deport. As well as 50%, 56% of people believe that Trump has prioritized deporting regular citizens, regular people in society, rather than people who deserve to be deported, people who are criminals, people who are not contributing to society, which is completely unfair to those who do contribute to society, which is completely unfair to them. And it is not the correct way to do it. Trump is going about this the wrong way. Trump has not been handling this the wrong way, and I feel like it should be spoken up about. I feel like you as a member of society and me as a member of society, we should all speak up, especially if you're the child of an immigrant, especially if you have been around immigrants or in a border town like this. I feel like there's various ways you could speak up about it, such as protesting, posting about social media, spreading awareness, and being a contributing member of society, being able to advise those who are illegal and those who are at risk of it, like what they should do and what are the risks of it. I feel like that's a big step in our society. And an example of this would be the LA protests. There's been protests in LA, and there's people peacefully protesting, and there's people who spread awareness of it. And in an article by Atlantic, it said that Donald Trump's approach is completely different. Donald Trump's approach is a little bit different, a little bit, I would say, a little out the bloom, a little too much. It is said that Trump's approach is sending over 4,000 National Guard soldiers and as well as Marine Corps soldiers, and as well as the LA police. They've been they've been stationed in LA to combat the protests and in a way shutting down the protesters, shutting down what people are trying to spread, which is completely unfair and completely unjust. It is not necessary to have that much force and that much people's lives at stake and wasting those resources on a protest that is fighting for a decision you made and and something that you decided to take, especially against immigrants in this country. And I feel like that's completely unethical and completely unjust. And as well as in another article in an article by MSN, it is said that one of Trump's bills, which is the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, is made to increase prices by 300% on various bills or on various how would you say it? I would say it in a way that he is charging more on people trying to get their citizenship, people trying to get a permanent residency, people who are trying to get visas. He's making it more expensive and more difficult for immigrants to be able to become members of society, which is completely unfair and completely unaffordable, which is not okay. He's trying to make it harder for people to be able to live in this country and for people to participate in society, people to do it the right way, which is completely unfair. And as was an article by Good Morning America, he has been completely unjust, especially to an immigrant from Venezuela whose name is Alessandro Paredes, who's a 19-year-old from Venezuela who was arrested on gun charges or pulling out a gun on someone, and he was arrested in Texas. It is said that he turned himself in for his charges, for those charges, I think armed robbery with a weapon. He turned himself for those charges the correct way. Yet when he would turn himself for those charges, he was met with the officers and the immigration services trying to deport him and trying to file a case against him for his immigration status. And luckily, by the Supreme Service's goodwill, they were able to stop the deportation process for now. So that means he could still be deported. And he's also said that the Trump administration or the immigration services have tried to blackmail him or have tried to force him to sign something away that he's a gang member. They've been trying to get him a crack and say that he's a gang member, or he has ties to certain organizations, which is not okay. I believe that the Trump administration is handling this in a completely unethical way. There's a better way to handle this, and there's a better way to fight this. And as you can see, these are immigrants. These are people who are fighting for their families to stay together. And this could be you. This could be you. This could be me. This could be anyone in the Chicano community. Anyone in our community. Not even us. It can be different immigrants. These are people who are fighting for it. These are people who are suffering from it. People whose families are put apart. And it only takes one person to make a change. One person makes a change and you can make a change. You need to take that change. You need to make that effort. We all need to make that effort as a community because if we don't, who else will? No one will. And you can start off simple ways. And it's your choice, it's my choice. You can either decide to take it or not take it. It's up to you, and the future depends on you and me. Thank you. Have a great day and thank you for listening.